Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. It's me again, Junry Malinge, or just for me, Teacher Junry, a licensed professional teacher major in mathematics. Ako po ay gumagawa ng mga Tagalog math tutorial mula grade 7 hanggang grade 11. Ito po ay tulong at dedikasyon para sa mga magulang, sa mga magtuturo, at lalo-lalo na sa ating mga kabataan. Ayan, kung bago ka pa lang sa aking YouTube channel, don't forget to like and share and hit the notification bell para updated ka sa aking mga bagong video na ipapalabas. Stay tuned! Magandang hapon, muli ako po si Teacher Jem at ngayong hapon tatalakayin po natin nagmula sa grade 10 at ang topic po natin ngayon ay tungkol po sa permutation. Alright, so bago ang lahat, ibigay muna natin ang definition kung ano nga ba ang permutation. Permutation of n distinct elements is an ordering of the elements such that one element is first and then one is a second and so on. Ano nga ba ang ating formula sa permutation? So but before that, meron po tayo mga properties of permutation. So we have the property number 1. So let's say the number of permutation of n distinct object is n p n equal n or equal to n times n minus 1. And then we have n minus 2 and so forth. Okay, nakuha. For example, in how many ways can 5 students be seated in a row of 5 sets? Pila daw ka ways kung ang 5 students seated in a row of 5 sets? So, ibig sabihin, ang ating solution, problem natin is asking for number 5 elements permutation that can be formed of a set of elements. So, ibig sabihin, i-apply natin tong formula natin. So, we have n Pn is equal to n permutation. So that would say we have how many sets? How many students? We have 5. P5 5 sets. So let's say we have 5. Okay, now so i-add natin, i-compute natin. So magiging until how many sets? We have 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Kuha. Next, multiply natin. 5 times 4, that is 20. Times 3 times 2 times 1. Next, 20 times 2. 20 times 3 rather, that is 60 times 2 times 1. Next, we have 60 times 2, that is 120. Times 1, so 120. So, if the 5 students be seated in a row of 5 sets, ang ating sagot is 120 ways. I guess. Okay, do you have any question for property number 1? Okay, let's proceed to property number 2. So the number of permutation of n distinct object taken at a time is npr equal n permutation over n minus r. So ibig sabihin ito ang ating formula. So npr equal n permutation over n minus r permutation. Okay. For example, meron tayong halimbawa dito. May bibigay 8 horses are running in a race. In how many ways can these horses come in first, second, and third place? Again, 8 horses are running in a race. In how many ways can these horses come in first, second, and third place? So, hinahanap natin yung ways can these horses come in first, second, and third place. So, i-assume natin that there are no ties. Okay, so anong dapat natin gawin? Ang solution natin, we have n is equals to 8 and we have r is equals to 3. So, n is equals to 8 and r is equals to 3. Kasi, 8, bakit 8? Kasi, what? Kasi ang ating 8 horses are running in a race. And then, inahanap natin yung ways. So, how many? Ilan sila? So, we have ways. We had the first, second, third. Okay? So, we have, ang ating formula is NPR equal n permutation over n minus r plus an open parenthesis permutation. Okay? So, next is distribute natin. So, magiging 8 permutation 3 equal. So at ating n, that is 8 permutation over what? 8 minus ating r is, that is 3 permutation. Next, what will I do? So, anong dapat natin gawin? Okay, so we have minus muna natin s permutation over 8 minus 3, that is 5 permutation. Okay, so next is kunin natin yung ordering of elements. We have 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times and so forth, all over 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. So ibig sabihin, why is it hanggang dito lang ako? Kasi kung ilagay natin yung 5 times 3 times 2 times 1, so ibig sabihin, i-cancel out natin yan. At saka ito, so anong naiwan natin? So 8 times 7 times 6. 8 times 7, that is 56. 56 times 6, that is what? We have 336 ways. Is it our final answer? Yes, this is our final answer. In how many ways can the first, second, and third place ribbons be awarded? So ibig sabihin, hinahanap natin yung ways sa first place, second place, and the third place ribbons be awarded. So how many people? We have 7 people enters a swimming meet. Ayan. So now, i-apply natin. This problem is asking for the number of 3 elements. Permutation that can be formed from 7 elements. Hinahanap natin yung first place, second place, third place. Okay? Sa ating problem. So in how many ways lahat? So ibig sabihin, i-apply natin yung formulas. Ano nga ba ang ating formula? So you have, so how many people? So ilagay mo natin directly sa 7 permutation over, ayan, for permutation, and our how many ways? That is 3 equal. So let's say 7 permutation over, so we have 7 ang ating n minus ang ating r, that is r is ating ways, so that is 3 permutation. Wow, so 7 permutation over 7 minus 3, that is 4 permutation. Next, what will we do? So kunin natin yung what? Kunin natin yung ordering of elements. So let's say we have 7 times 6 times 5. Okay, hang times 4 over 4 permutation. 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. So ibig sabihin, i-cancel natin to, i-cancel. So ang naiwan ay 7 times 6, that is 42, times 5, ayan, times 5, that is what? That is 210 ways. So how many ways in first, second, third place sa ating 7 people enter the swimming meet? That is, we have 210 ways. Nakuha. Okay, so we have suppose set an object has n sub 1 alike of one kind, n sub 2 alike of a second kind, n sub 3 alike of a third kind, and so on. So with written as this one. So n equal n sub 1 plus n sub 2 plus n sub 3 plus and so forth. So ibig sabihin, until hanggang ang hinahanap natin. Alright, so the number of the distinguishable permutation of n object is ito. So ito natin hinahanap. So P n permutation over n sub, ayan, n permutation times n permutation n sub 1 permutation, n sub 2 permutation, n sub 3 and so forth. So we have and so forth. Okay, kuha. Yan ang ating formula. So magbigay ako ng halimbawa para mas lalong maintindihan niyo kung paano ito isosolve natin yung property number 3. Let's do it. So we have x squared y cubed z. So ibig sabihin, ang ating x squared is, since ang ating x meron siyang squared, so ibig sabihin, i-times natin yan, dalawa, x times 6. I-write natin yan, dalawa. How about y? So i-write natin dito ng tatlo. At saka z. So, meaning since there are 2x and 3y's and only the z, so the number of distinguishable permutation is like this. Ibig sabihin, nung formula natin, so n permutation over n sub 1 permutation times n sub 2 permutation and so forth. So we have a substitute lang natin sa ano ang ating n permutation, that is how many ways? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have, meron siyang 6 and ang ating ano, n sub 1. So let's say dito ang ating n sub 1. So we have n sub 1. Ilan ang n sub 1 natin? Ilan ang x? Dalawa. Okay, dalawa. So permutation, next. Ang ating y is 3. So 3. Okay, next is isa. Okay, we have, okay, next. Copy natin yung x permutation over 2 times 3, ayan. 2 permutation. Multiply muna natin. Then, multiply muna natin. Okay, so we have 2 times 1 and followed by 3 permutation times what? Ayan, permutation times 1. Okay, nakuha. Okay, next is, copy na natin sa 6 permutation. Ayan. 2 times 1, that is 2. And next is 3 times 1, that is 3 permutation. Okay. Okay, next, kunin natin yung 6 permutation natin dito is 6 times 5 times 4 times 3. So hanggang dito lang tayo kasi meron tayong 3 permutation dyan. So 2 times 3 permutation. So cancel natin to. So ang naiwan. So ang naiwan is ano? 6 times 5, that is 30 times 4, 120 over 2. So now i-divide natin. So 120 divide 2, that is 60. So therefore they have, meron siyang 60 ways. Example, how many permutations are there in 2 words attract? Meaning how many letters? We have 7 letters. Okay, so let's say, so permutation equal, yan, 7 over attract, from the word attract. So how many letter A? So let's say meron tayong dalawa. Okay, dalawa. Next, how many letter T? 3. Next, how many letter R? Isa. And how many letter C? That is 1. Okay, next. Alright, copy na natin to. So, we have 2 times, ayan, ikunin mo natin yung, alright, 2 times 1. Next, we have 3 permutation times 1 times 1. Okay, next is, so we have 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 over 2. Ayan, 2 times 3 times 1, that is 3. And A, cancel natin yung 3, that is, we have, 7 times 6 times 5 times 4, that is what? 400? Are you sure? 400. 7 times 6, that is 42. 42 times 5, that is 5 times 10, 5 times 4, 20, 21. Okay, 210. 210 times 4. 210 times 4 is 0, 4, 8. So 840. So we have 840 divided by 2. So meaning 840 divided to that is 420 ways. Ibig sabihin, ang permutation order in a word of attract, that is 420 ways. I'm back. Ayan. Kung nakatulong po ito sa inyo, please like this video at mag-comment na rin kayo sa baba. It's me again, Teacher JM. Laging nasasabi, stay safe, stay home, stay healthy, at mag-aral ng mabuti para sa may magandang kinabukasan. See you to my next vlog. God bless and goodbye.